Okay, so I am so excited. I am here with Gail Peckett. So she's a native right here in Utah. She owns Fit2Flourish, which she has lots of different skills, and I'm going to have her introduce herself and then tell us the amazing things about her studio. Then we're going to actually show you her studio because I really want you to see it. And then we'll go through balance series that you can very easily do at home. And so I'm gonna have Gail introduce herself and her amazing studio, and then we'll get to moving.
Hey, hi everybody. I'm just right up here before Kimball Junction, so it's about 10 minutes to come up the canyon. Anyway, I'm 60 years old, and this is my second career. I was in corporate training world and instructional design for many years, and I switched those skills to personal training and breaking down information for people to learn how to move their bodies better.
Absolutely. So Gail is TRX certified, she's Pilates certified, and she's a personal trainer. So she has so much to offer. And she's 60, meaning you can do this at any age, which at Keep the Adventure Alive, we are all about. And so she helps people stay fit and flourish at any age. And so we are going to show you now all of the amazing tools that she uses with her clients, and then she's going to take me through some of her favorite balance exercises.
Okay.
Here we go.
Studio, I want you to meet my dog. This is Kona, and she is my coach. Okay, so in this room, I have a lot of equipment in here. It's Pilates-based equipment. There are 2 reformers with boxes and jump boards. There's a mirror, but we don't really need the mirror when we're working out. Sometimes doing mat work over here, I have clients stand and watch the mirror. I have light cardio over here, and a TRX rip trainer, which helps with balance and counter rotation in the torso. So this is just, part of the studio, and this part is our workout mat area. I've got a number of TRX straps here, and they're for suspension training. So I can have like 4 people, sometimes 5 if I borrow a strap from somebody. So I've got Pilates circles over here, which are great tools for emphasizing core type work. If anybody's been to Pilates before, they either love or hate this circle. I've got bands of different sizes. Over here I've got some weights and kettlebells and balls and blocks for yoga type blocks. I use the rollers in a unique way for balance, and we'll see some of that. These pillows over here I also use for balance, and it's really good to have mirrors. So if you're doing this at home, I suggest you do it where you can watch yourself. Even though lots of people don't like to watch themselves, it's really great to see how your form looks, because you don't always feel where you are in space. So, Alyssa, when you're ready, we'll get started. These are squishy pillows. You can blow them up or make them a little harder, but they're better when they're squishy for what we're gonna do. Okay, so you wanna first stand behind the pillow, and you're gonna reach forward onto this roller that's standing up. And you put one foot on the pillow, and then you look forward, because if you look down, you'll probably not be able to get up. Okay, so here we go. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, just bring the foot up and find your balance on this wiggly surface. Okay, so you can always hold on to the roller. When you're ready, you let go of one hand and raise that hand up on an inhale, and on the exhale, just lower the arm down. Get a sense of where your shoulder is, up, and exhale down. And again, up, and the exhale really helps you to just engage your core and your transverse abdominis, which is your lowest level of abdominal. And you can bring it down. And And then you do the same thing with the other arm. And when you're ready, you let go of the roller. So you feel your feet on this wiggly surface, and you just press into the surface. Without moving your hips too much, you're just pressing through your feet.
And you're also using a lot of these smaller muscles contracting at once, which is great for your joints.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and then when you feel pretty steady, you can do both arms up and exhale both arms down. And you'll feel kind of wiggly, which is totally normal on this weird surface that your body isn't used to. So you can bring the arms out to the sides, really reach, lift, and lower back down. So little circles with your arms. Sometimes you can do this with weights. Come down, and then you always want to do the reverse. So you lift, and you open, and come down. So your spine is as long as you can make it here. Sometimes we have the weights. When we don't have the weights, you can move the roller out and try a couple of squats and pressing up. So you don't want to let your upper body cave, right? You want to kind of be up and pressing in. Last time, down and exhale up. And when you're ready, you just step off. Okay, so that's number one.
Perfect. These pillows are awesome. They help with not only improving your balance, but then also adding a challenge. If you are getting bored of the exercises on the floor, these are a great way to add a challenge to it. But then obviously making sure you have the support, rollers, kitchen counters, whatever it is, just in case.
Yep, that's
All
good.
right.
Alyssa's going to try another balance challenge.
Yes.
You might want to come down on this side.
Okay.
So what I'd like for you to do is stand in front of the roller so she can see in the mirror right here. You're going to open your legs just a little bit. Feel your feet. I always say that, to feel your feet.
I think that's good.
And if I was pressing on your head, you can straighten up a little bit better because you're pressing away from me. So if you feel like you're not quite in tune with your core, hold on to your head. Nobody's going to care. So you hold on to your head and try and press against your fingers of pressing down on your head. It'll lengthen back here and it'll lengthen behind your neck too. Okay, so getting that sense of length through your spine, you're gonna just bring your arms forward to counterbalance, and you're gonna do a quick squat. So you sit your hips back, and then you press up. Some people can't do a big squat if you've got knee pain or whatever. You just wanna sit on the end of that roller. Go ahead and go down, all the way to the bottom. Now feel your feet, okay? And you want your ankles and your knees and your sit bones to be in alignment. So make sure you've got enough space.
Okay.
You're gonna reach forward and inhale and exhale as you pull your tummy back. You kind of go back, don't let your feet come off the mat. Pause, inhale there and exhale, pull back up. And do that a couple of times. So you wanna be as tall as you can be in your spine to start. Inhale here, exhale, pull with your tummy, come all the way back up like I'm pressing. That's better. And come on back. And pause and pull up one more time. There you go. Okay, so she's gonna try and come all the way down, and if her feet come off, that's okay. But she's really trying to hold everything to come all the way down. You want to make sure your head's supported on the roller so you can move that way a teeny bit. Okay, so just being on the roller, just go back and forth, massage your spine a little bit, get a sense of how the roller works. Okay, again, you want to make sure that you're aligned. She looks pretty good. Okay, so first you reach up to the ceiling And try not to move anything in your torso, but we're gonna protract, which means just reaching toward the ceiling on an inhale. And on the exhale, pull from behind your shoulders back into that lovely roller. Do that a couple of times, inhaling, and exhale, pull everything back. And inhale up. These don't weigh anything. And exhale, pull back. And last time, lift and lower. And now you find the middle. So that will be your neutral, right? So if you're feeling stable there, I'm gonna ask her to raise one knee into a tabletop, right? If you don't feel very stable, you can put your hands down, okay? Maybe you put this hand down. Okay, so one arm is still up, inhale or exhale, and tap. Just breathe. It doesn't really matter in the beginning if you're inhaling or exhaling, as long as you're not holding your breath. Just a tabletop.
You need a lot of concentration for that.
Okay, last time. Lift up and pause. Now bring that leg to the ceiling, okay? So we're stretching back in here. She's stabilizing through her foot and this other hand. Okay, while you're there, you're gonna keep this here, lower this toward the mat. Try and point your toe as you go down and flex your foot to come back up. Point, ready, flex. Let's pull it back, yeah. And point away, and pull. And last time, point, and pull up. Go ahead and point. We're just gonna keep it on point. And she's gonna try to lower both of these limbs toward the mat and then pull them both up. They don't need to touch. You just wanna feel that stability through your spine. And it's the cross, it's a cross through the back, what we're working on. Inhale, exhale, reach. And last time, and reach away. Bring everything up one more time. And just fold at the knee and replace the foot. Yeah, so every time you bend something, when you're on this rolly thing, your other side has to stabilize, and it stabilizes all the way up your back too.
Yes.
So often what people will find is they have one side that works a lot better than the other side.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I want you to appreciate, if you are trying this at home, Gail could do this without stabilizing. And so if you think, if I can't do it,
stabilize. Everybody has to stabilize.
if I can't do it, then that is okay. With lots of practice, you can gain that control. So I just wanted to point out, if it feels hard, that's okay. It feels hard for me too, but you can get there.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are the TRX suspension trainer straps. There's other brands than TRX, but TRX is really the best brand.
Yes.
Okay, so some of what we were doing, what I was having Alyssa do on the roller, we're gonna do standing up. So those toe touches that we were doing, again, I want you to feel length in your spine here. And what we're gonna do is just feel the weight on one side. I'm gonna raise my left knee forward. So this is that tabletop. And then without changing the shape, you're gonna bring that knee to the other knee. And then you're gonna raise it back up. So we're stabilizing on the side that isn't moving, and you're trying to stay really strong and lengthened in your spine. It's okay if you want to bend the stabilizing knee to do this. When you feel comfortable, you expand this. So we're going to expand. You're going to bring it to your other knee, and then you're going to hold on to the straps, and you're going to come down to a 90-90 position. And again, you want your back to be tall. Okay, so we're gonna press through that front foot, and we're gonna stand and bring the knee up. And then you're gonna come back knee to knee, come down to that 90-90, and pull up again. Okay, so eyes should be up here, keeping your back nice and long. Go ahead. One back. Now press through that front knee and come all the way up tall. And one more time. Go back. And press. And up. When you get good at this, you can hover that foot that goes back. Just hover. And press through the front. Bring it up. Okay, so you want to stay as stable in your spine as you can. And go straight up. You can add a hop, whatever it is that you like to do. Okay, so yeah, so anytime you're using the TRX straps to balance, they're just a tool to help you.
Yes.
That isn't an arm exercise.
Yes.
It's a hip and lower body exercise. So you do that on both sides.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you do the other side just a couple of times?
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you curtsy. Okay, going back. And go down. And pull up. Look up here. You see how just your gaze is going to keep her back a little bit more upright. Last time. One back. And come up. Okay, now this time when you go back, I'll use the TRX because I'll fall right down, right? When you go back, we've been doing this, and then we do this, coming down 90-90, and now I want you to come down, but I want you to go across. So this is like a curtsy, and you can feel this in your inner thighs.
Yeah, okay.
And then you pull back up. So try that.
So going down and back at a diagonal.
At a diagonal, and now bring everything up. And go down and back. Try and keep your hip as level as you can, even though you're going to the side. It will drop a little bit, but you want to try and keep it level. Yeah, that's better. And come up and back. One more time. Good. And come on up. Okay, so that's very similar to what we were doing on the roller as far as the toe taps. Now we're gonna just put hands in, and you want to be a little closer, or depending on how long your torso is, you gotta figure out where you should be. So you want to kind of press into the handles and feel your shoulders kind of go down a little bit. Okay, it's kind of the same feeling as if you were pressing on your hip.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to hinge at the hip. You're going to keep pressing into the handles, but don't drop your head down here. That's like a broken rosebud. And then you're just going to pull back up. We're going to do two more like that. Just reach, feel your back muscles, and come up. And last time, we're gonna hold it out there. And now we're gonna bring everything into extension. So you're gonna press, but you aren't gonna stand up. You're gonna bring your upper back up and then go into neutral. And then you'll exhale and pull your tummy back toward your spine. And then you can inhale to go back to neutral and press to come back up. And back down. And exhale, pull right in here. And go down. Lengthen, lengthen. And now press. Come up right in here. And go back down. This time, exhale and come all the way up. So these just kind of warm up the spine. Did you see how she shrugged her shoulders that last time? You don't want to do that. So it gives you a little bit more awareness of how your body moves.
Absolutely. And a lot of times we get afraid to kind of move our spine really at all, but it's meant to move. And especially if you have back pain or are dealing with a history of back pain, our back kind of all moves as one. When we want to be able to make those small movements so that those segments are moving, not with all of them, but they're moving separately. And so that really can make a difference, especially if you've dealt with back pain or are dealing with back pain currently.
Yeah. Okay, very good.
Okay.
All right, so remember what we were doing with the knee. we're gonna come into that long balance, and we're gonna bring one leg behind us, just kind of touch the floor. And then you're gonna lift up and lower down. So remember we had the roller behind us and we were lifting toward the ceiling and lowering toward the floor. This is sort of like that. And last time, reach, hold it out there. And now take an exhale as you pull around your spine. And then inhale to go back. Good, exhale, pulling around. And inhale it back. Good, nice and long. Exhale, pull around, don't shrug. Good, and go back. Nice and long. Good, last time. Pull. Beautiful, and back down. And just hinge back up and bring that leg under you. Go ahead and come up. Okay, so how did that feel in your body?
That felt great as far as mobility and really kind of targeting those smaller muscles, but it can be challenging. I mean, it was even challenging for me, but she was over here killing it. So, like I said, it takes a lot of practice, especially balance, which I'm sure that you notice with clients as well.
Yeah.
That not everyone is great at this at first. Almost probably nobody is.
Right.
And
so you in the TRX world, they say earn your progression.
Okay.
And that is appropriate. What it means is that you start wherever it is that you are. You don't try and start where somebody else is.
Exactly.
You have to grow into the movement pattern. And you're really teaching your body how to move a little more efficiently.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you get stronger as you go.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is kind of our rendition of kind of the Fit to Flourish, how she addresses balance, which is some of the same principles as we do at Keep the Adventure Alive, but it is always great to see some variety, see some different perspectives, and focusing on breathing and remembering that with especially dealing with chronic pain, arthritis, or just generally getting healthy, relaxation and breathing is key because our bodies are so used to being tense all the time. And a lot of times breathing doesn't get as much rep as it should. And so this is an important reminder that controlling your breathing can help 100% when you're doing exercises.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Okay, do you want to do one more?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to face away from the anchor point. So we've been facing on the anchor point each time. And now we're just going to face away and just pressing into the straps. Now I could lengthen these some, but we're not going to go there, okay? So you want to kind of have a little bit of a plank in this position, but you don't want to be bringing your shoulders too far forward. You want to bring them down in your back. What we're going to do is just step forward and reach up. Okay, so in this position, this is sort of like the backwards version of what we were doing earlier, and then you press and come back. So you take a big step, you do a 90-90 here, arms up, and press. And I'm gonna let you keep going. Big step forward, go straight down, good, and come back up. You can actually take a little bit bigger step. And what you're thinking about is pulling this knee down and not overshooting your foot here. Okay, and now press and come back. Good, last time, come on out. Knee, good. Now without going back, I just want you to stand up. Your legs are gonna be like this. Good, now go back to that same position. Oh, let's go back up and down. Good, now press up. And press down. Good, and up and down. And so she's articulating through her back toes, which is really important to be able to do as well. Last time. And you can step back when you're ready. And come on back. Okay, so did that feel different than when we were facing the anchor point?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because your weight is shifted back, and when we are going forward, we tend to have a little bit more mobility and a little bit more inkling to throw our weight forward.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're stepping back, everything is stacked, and it helps you stay on top of it,
Yes.
nicer to the knees.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well that was the last one that I wanted to show you.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you to Gail, and I will link her website and her social media below, so if you want to connect with her, see the amazing things she's been up to, and if you're in Utah and would like to take a visit, go ahead and visit her website. Do you have anything else that you'd like to share with us as parting words?
No, except that I'm welcoming of all ages here. My clients, I have one younger gal, she's in her 20s, and my oldest client is in his mid-70s. And I deal with a lot of issues that different people have. My older guy has scoliosis, he's kyphotic, and yet he still comes and does reformer work, he does balance exercises. You just start wherever you are and you go from there. Don't ever think that you can't progress to stay fit to having a flourishing life. That's what we're all about here.
Exactly. All right, guys, thanks for watching again. Check out her information below, and then if you did like this video, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button below, so that way you can get more updates when we release new videos. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. Thank you.